After digging in the back of my memory, I realized that this bony madam had been by my side all my life. So catch the second part of the story of how I almost died. Even if we take the current situation in the world, because of bronchial asthma, I am at risk. Who doesn't know, asthma is a lung disease. Therefore, familiarization of my body with the coronavirus is very likely to send me to my forefathers, bypassing all intermediate points. That's why I'm very precise. Yeah, you can't wait, but even without taking into account asthma, I could suffocate at least twice in my life for other reasons. And they are all connected with water. When I was such a little baby, I, like most children, was bathed in the bathroom. And since I could already sit and I really liked to flirt with the ducks, I was left unattended for a while, and you can't do that with me. The young Aquaman immediately leaned back and slid under the water. But since I didn't take diving courses, panicking, floundering, swallowing water, I lost consciousness. Fortunately, the hospital was next to our house and I was dragged there and pumped out with lightning speed. When I woke up in the hospital, I didn't understand what had happened at all. In general, I was told about this case when I was an adult, and for me it was a revelation. But this is not the last time the water decided to take me to her. When I got a little older, the adults took me on a picnic on the banks of a wonderful village river. As you understand, I really like to swim, so I was allowed to get into the water with conditions. So that we can see you and don't go too far. In principle, most of the river was so shallow that even a child was at most waist deep. Small fry, at least, that's what everyone thought. And it turned out that at a certain moment the bottom went down sharply, and the current accelerated. And then I thought, that's it, this is my end. And I haven't even started living yet. Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing there? In short, as you understand, I also got some tasty pills for it. Well, anyway, these cases happened when I was a little fool. But even when I became a full-sized idiot, there were no fewer cases. There were two types of clear-cut boys in my neighborhood, and each of them was on wheels one way or another. Someone drove them, and someone threw. I was more impressed with the first ones. Everyone wanted to have a clear-tinted pelvis, but with a music, so that the bases are straight. Shut up your hurdy-gurdy already. And when I turned 18, the first thing I did was run to take my license. And I got my first car, a 4 BMW? Better, Shiggly. It was a real thief's car. Not because it is authoritative or bold, but because it could be loaded with at least tons of tomatoes, and if desired, the refrigerator will also enter. And all this was complemented by tinting, retro design in the colors of summer gravy and pretentious watermelon discs. There was even a spoiler, but it's not clear why. But that's not the point. When the ice came in winter, it was time to change the summer wheels for winter ones. Naturally, normal boys do it in the yard with their own hands. The fact that they are not quite straight and not from the right place, I realized after a few minutes.
Gel 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 on the roller. Someone is walking there.
The wheel fell off. Either the bolts were bad, or I just didn't have enough strength to tighten them properly. Fortunately, my cruiser did not develop supersonic speed and there were no cars on the oncoming lane. Otherwise, quite possibly, a powerful French kiss or a flip into a ditch with a twist would have been provided for me. After shaking the bricks out of the cabin, I decided that I would not drive more than 30 or 40 kilometers per hour, especially in old cars. And I became, in principle, extremely careful, which I wish to everyone. Well, that's it. Be careful on the road, and especially if driving. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and see you again.